In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. Praise to Allah and prayers and peace be upon his messenger, the messenger of God, Muhammad, and upon his family and all companions. Today I will continue to talk about Surat Al-Imran, the beauty of the Quran here to catch. It is the third chapter, as we have already seen in the Quran. The words of Allah, the central topic, the central issue of this chapter is the persistence on the Tawheed. What is Tawheed? It's the pure monotheism, the pure monotheism, meaning the oneness of God, the oneness concept of God. It unequivocally holds that Allah is one, al-ahad, and single, al-wahid, the unique, let's say. The proof that this chapter is by excellence the chapter of Tawheed, of the monotheism, it starts by this verse, Alif Lam Mim, Allahu la ilaha illahu al-hayyul qayyum. In English, Allah la ilaha illahu, none has the right to be worshipped but He, al-hayyul qayyum, the ever-living, the one who sustains and protects all that exists. It exists 5 times in this chapter, the most in the Quran chapters, repeating this formula, Allahu la ilaha illahu, the meaning of Tawheed. The verse number 2, the verse number 6, 2 times in the same verse, the verse 18, and the last one, verse 62. The verse number 6, Allah said, it is who shapes you in the wombs, and He wills. La ilaha illahu, none has the right to be worshipped but He, the Almighty, the All-Wise. This is the verse 6. The verse 18, Allah bears witness that La ilaha illahu, none has the right to be worshipped but He. And the angels and those having knowledge also give this witness. He always maintains His creation in justice. La ilaha illahu, none has the right to be worshipped but He, the Almighty, the All-Wise. This is the last verse now, 62. Allah said, verily, this is the true narrative about the story of Isa, Jesus. And La ilaha illallah, none has the right to be worshipped but Allah, the one and the only true God, who has neither a wife or a son, and indeed Allah is the Almighty, the All-Wise. It was repeated, as I said, 5 times in this chapter in total. To emphasize, I think it is only Allah knows, but I think it is to emphasize the importance of the worship of one God, Allah, and to follow Islam. Even Islam was mentioned in this chapter 12 times. To mention it is the right religion. And I think the choice of the name of the chapter, Imran, it is because Imran family, to who belongs the Prophet Isa, Jesus, it is a model for that, for the unicity of God, the oneness of God concept. And my last notice today, I have counted 201 times the word Allah in this chapter. And this chapter itself contains 200 verses. 200 verses, Al-Imran chapter, 200 verses. And the word Allah was repeated 201. And if I add the verse in the name of Allah, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, I will obtain the same exactly number. It is like, only Allah knows, of course, the real sense, but I guess it is like to keep in mind that this chapter, it is a garden, an invitation to increase our faith in Allah, the only God. By excellence, then, this chapter is the chapter of Tawheed, the pure monotheism, the pure concept of oneness of God. And by this idea, I will conclude and tell you, see you later, and only Allah knows, and forgive me and forgive you all our sins.